Hello everybody, my name is Al, and welcome to Rome Total War Barbarian Invasions. Today we're going to be playing as the Franks, and what episode is this? Episode 7, I believe. Last episode was really just a setup so we could take Tara and that last Iberian settlement there, and right after the turn ends, we're flown right into a battle with the Celts. We do the basic strategy with just setting up our infantry and I guess our cavalry to take out one side, but we have enough cavalry to really hit them on both sides there. I use my 3 cavalry on that side really just to delay that incoming force on the right side there. But besides that, I send my rest cavalry just to mop them up. I send my axe halberds really just to deal with the onslaught of the Gallo Knights and shit like that. I also send my general in to really just break them in their infantry lines. And my forces on the left there, or the right, I think it's the left there, I send them back because I don't want them to draw in the force, because I know I'm just going to whip that force out anyways before they even arrive. Anyways, I send all my cavalry at once at their forces because I gather them up on the same area, and I just gather them up and smash the enemy. Sometimes that's all you need is a good charge with like 6 units. It's almost as if ants are like feeding on their prey in general. Their general ends up kind of running away. I think he goes closer to the border, so when he does get caught he's gonna rout, but it doesn't work out. He dies and Tara is lost. We win in a clear-cut victory. We exterminate the populace because fuck public order. And also the Goths are being pain in the asses again. They seem like they just love besieging the Western Romans, but also pestering me, of course, with their like king that likes to taunt me. But whatever, they could take that whenever they want. The fort anyways. I kind of hope they settle down and just calm down a little, but whatever. Anyways, in North Iberia we I guess put it under siege. And we also arrive in Scotland with our boats, so that is the last remaining of the Celts, basically. And the king just decides he wants to be an asshole and besiege our fort again. Whatever, do what you want. I send my force over from Ireland to Scotland to really just regroup. I have some trouble here because boat mechanics are a little iffy, I guess. I land them there, and on the next turn, we're going to wipe out the Celts, hopefully, unless they have York or whatever. That I don't think they do, because surprisingly, the Western Roman Empire is really good at holding York and all those settlements. Besides that, we're taking the last settlement. It only has a measly general with 27 men. I take it out, just that easy, and I, of course, exterminate the population for its moolah. Besides that, we're going to start our African campaign. Right now, we're going to send them all the way down to the southern Iberia Peninsula, and we're already having a decent sized navy going over to Africa, and we're going to fight the Berbers next. Alright, so this fight, I don't learn my lesson from last episode, surprisingly or not. Or, yeah, no, okay. Remember last episode how we fought this guy? Well, I obviously haven't learned my lesson, because this time there's actual consequences in this fight, because I think, okay, 3 fucking cavalry units plus a general should be able to deal with him. So I just surround him and I slowly start bittering him, but after, 1 rout, then 2 routs, and my general dies, they all fucking flee, and he wins the battle, killing my general. That guy was actually really good. He helped defend against the Lombards, and he helped fucking deter the Gauls, the Goths, and it also helped win back some, I think that settlement that the Lombards took. So, yeah, he was a really great general. Too bad I lost him in such a dumb way. That was my fault. Big oopsie on my part. I should know how to play this game by now, but, I'm a big idiot that just, yeah. Besides that, they take the fort. That, to be honest, I don't even mind, because it's going to stop the Lombards from coming through the border anyways, and that's technically what I want. I want them to stop at Vichy's Frankie, and hopefully the Goths will start picking on them a bit more. But yeah, that king is such a pain in the ass. I learned my lesson. I'm not going to fight him anymore. Besides that, we put Dajraj, or I guess Scotland Yard, under siege. That is the last bastion of the Celts. And there's a few rebels that pop up here. That Western Roman ship on the, I guess, west coast of France there, it's not really the... later on, I'm foreshadowing. That thing's gonna not be fun. I don't know what they're doing with ships anymore, but whatever. Besides that, I just moved my units closer. I have a bunch of cavalry I was just training up here as kind of a side army, but I'm deciding it. What will happen is they'll mix up with, I guess, the Western campaign. So the main general that's going to lead that anyways, the one that took Iberia. So that's going to be a fun campaign to do. Besides that, we have the Celts' last stand. They're going to fight us on the battlefield in a draw out, so that's awesome. This fight could be very close because I think they have around 3 generals. That's why the bar is so what's it called, in their favor, more or less. I think it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So yeah, I decided not to just auto resolve it, but to fight it manually. And you guys know I like those types of battles where they draw out. Anyways, I send my cavalry on the, is it the right? On the right side of the flank there to delay those enemy forces, and I send my cavalry to the side at first, but I decided, screw it, I think I'll get a better position if I go to the, go in there behind. And one of my raiders actually get caught up on their pikes, and that's such a pain in the ass. I thought he was going to rout right away because they do not have the best morale, as you guys have seen in these fights before. Besides that, I send about 5 cavalry units after that Gallo Knight of the reinforcing force. I know their skirmishers aren't going to last in a morale fight, so I don't really need to focus them. I decided to go after them for a little while, and then their general charges in. I don't want to risk a mass rout, so I pull them out because they're better in a charge back and forth. And it's only one general, I'm not too afraid of it. Besides that, my cavalry forces from behind decide, okay, we're going to charge into the back of them because, well, they decided they wanted to collide, there we go, that's the word, collide with my infantry, like they usually do. My infantry is pretty good, especially the axe halberds are able to hold out, and the gallows swordsmen, of course. They're really defensive units that are even able to stand cavalry charges. But besides that, my general is there to reinforce them anyways in any cavalry charging. They're surrounded at that point, they're sandwiched, just as planned. I slay their first general. I'm going after their second one with all the cavalry I have. He decides to rout. I send the rest of my cavalry to deal with that lone general there, because I forget to send the last 3 there that I know that could deal with it anyways, because one general unit, and it's already pretty smashed up anyways, so yeah. Besides that, it's pretty much a mass slaughter. I think I already slayed the second general during this time, so I don't know why I focus on that one unit. So I don't think I know that I killed the general. Besides that, there's 1 cavalry unit I decide I want to go smash in, and my general goes to finish up the last general, the 3 generals, and at that point in time, the Celts are finished. It is over, and we win in a clear victory. It does cost around 400 men, but still, it was pretty good. Besides this is really confusing because what happens here is, because I actually killed all their family members before taking the settlement, right? And so their faction just turns to rebel, so I actually have to fight another battle. I decided, because I don't know what's going on at the time, I decided to pull out and regroup. I'm basically just going to merge a bunch of units and then siege Dirage, or whatever it's called. Dirage, I don't fucking know Celt names and shit. Besides that, I put under siege because they're just rebels, and there's just peasants and, militia, I guess. They're not really much of a threat. Besides that, the Goths have actually abandoned that settlement, or that fort, so I just put a unit in there and I win it. Yeah, really a pointless fucking battle that was, jeez. So yeah. Besides that, the last move of the episode anyways is me preparing for the Western campaign, and that will start in the next episode. So in this episode was really good. We destroyed and got our revenge against the Celts. Finally, those bastards deserved it. In other news, I will be leaving for about a week. I will see if I can upload between then. I don't know if this video will come out on Friday or somewhere between the week. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. My name's Been Owl, and I'll catch you later.